Today, we're heading to Cambodia. It is a long trip because I decided to take my sister to Batu Cave and show her the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur. These are the two of the popular attractions here. It is her first time visiting Malaysia, while it is my second time. We have a 15-hour layover before heading to Phnom Penh at 6:45 the next morning. Our travel to Kuala Lumpur went smoothly. The weather was fine. It took us approximately 4 hours to travel from Manila to Kuala Lumpur. We left Manila at 12:55 noon. We are now boarding bound for Malaysia. It's already 12:54. We enjoyed the food served by the airline. It was our first time tasting chicken biryani. It tasted really foreign to us. We were glad we had the chance to see the views of Malaysia from the sky, even though it was nearing darkness. As we know, the last quarter of the year has longer nights than days. We thank AirAsia Airlines for being on time. We landed safely at the tarmac of KLIA almost at 5 in the afternoon. The runway was fine and the airport facility looked good from the plane. It is big and elegant. The interior of the building was likewise pleasing. It is simple, spacious, and clean. Our entry to the city went smoothly. We had our passports stamped at immigration, then proceeded to the train station bound for Batu Cave, which is connected to the airport. It is located just a few steps away from the arrival exit gate. Yes, we are here in Kuala Lumpur and we're taking the train. This is the KLIA Express. So we're taking the train this time. The train station is not only an exclusive transport facility, but also has shopping malls and eateries co-located here. That is the transit train, but then we will be taking the express because it is much faster than this one. We are now on board the train bound for the central station. It will cost us 25 ringgits to reach there, which is equivalent to 286 pesos in our currency. The travel time will be about 51 minutes. We were lucky that the train was not overcrowded. It was tidy, clean, and comfortable, allowing us to enjoy the trip and take in the scenery along the way. Additionally, despite it already being 6:29 in the evening, we were fortunate to still have enough light to see the surroundings from the airport to the center of Kuala Lumpur. From this viewpoint, we can already see the skyscrapers. We can see the popular Petronas Twin Towers and the telecommunications tower. We are now here at the central station. We're going to buy our tickets here to the Batu Caves. This is what the station looks like. There are shopping stalls and eateries. Despite being the central station, it is pleasing to the eyes. It is well organized, making it easy for newcomers to find their way around. We're going to the Batu Caves.
Budget cake, okay, how many is it? 2%.
Yeah.
580.
How much is that?
1% to 60.
So how much is the total? Ah, okay. Thank you. 520.
Oh yeah, okay. Two of us, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. We're heading to this cave. Yan. The journey to the Batu Caves takes approximately 30 minutes. The train services run every 2 hours. We are leaving the station at 7:10 in the evening. This is the jeep we will use to board the train to get there. We are now in the vicinity of the Batu Caves. We still have an hour or two to explore before it closes at 9 in the evening.
We are now here at Bato Caves, and that image there, that statue there, is Lord Hanuman.
Lord Hanuman is known as a deity in Hindu mythology. He is a symbol of strength, courage, and devotion. The Bato Caves complex contains different Hindu temples, with the most popular one being the shrine dedicated to the Hindu god Murugan. Unfortunately, this is currently being refurbished, including the stairs leading up to the caves.
Wow, under construction yung caves. Kaya pa yata namin umakyat niyan. Tignan natin ha. Ano man din na. Kaya. Go.
However, this did not prevent us from pursuing our plan to see what the caves look like. There are 272 steps to reach the temple and the cave shrine. Reaching the pinnacle of the shrine was an enormous feeling as we got to see the wondrous beauty of it. The Bato Caves are made up of limestone grottos. The temple cave is considered the largest and the most popular, with a ceiling over 300 feet high. It contains Hindu carvings and wall paintings, showcasing various pieces of Hindu art and statues. The caves are over 400 million years old and were built as a temple in 1920. After a tour and photo shoots inside the shrine, we went down 20 minutes before 10 in the evening, as we needed to catch the last train from Bato Cave Station to the central station. We then transferred to another train platform bound for the KLCC LRT station, which is closest to the Petronas Towers. This experience inside the temple will never be forgotten. Despite the sprain injury I had from losing my balance while photographing some of the scenes inside the shrine, I managed to navigate the 272 steps down from the shrine and catch the train to also take my sister to the Petronas Towers site. This was what adrenaline did to push us to see everything we needed to while in Kuala Lumpur. The Petronas Towers were once considered the tallest buildings in the world. Their popularity increased even more as one of the locations of the film Entrapment with Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones in 1999. These towers are particularly memorable for me because I celebrated my 45th birthday here. After an hour or so, we boarded the train going back to KLIA Terminal 2 via the central station, as the train stations close at 1 in the morning. When we reached the airport, the first thing we did was to find a store or pharmacy where we could buy a muscle suppressant bandage for my leg. Then we took a rest near the check-in counter. The few hours we spent in Kuala Lumpur were challenging, productive, and enjoyable. We accomplished everything we had planned during our 15-hour layover. Everything went smoothly, except for the injury to my right leg, which was tolerable. However, the experiences I gained were valuable. I realized that religion plays an important part in the development of the country. The Bato Caves, for instance, are not just a place of worship, but also attract people from all walks of life to see the wonders of nature and to appreciate how these are valued and preserved. Most importantly, it helped me understand the culture of other countries and reflect on how these factors contribute to the development of a community or country in terms of the economy. The wonders of nature like the Bato Caves and the human creations like the Petronas Twin Towers are significant contributions that steer economic activities, eventually booming tourism, creating jobs for the locals, boosting government revenues to finance the delivery of services, building infrastructures like roads, bridges, schools, hospitals, and health centers, and fueling their industries. At 6:45 in the morning on October 29, 2007, we left Kuala Lumpur for Phnom Penh. It took us about an hour or so to reach our destination.